Happy Menstruation Monday, and welcome back to the Kick Crab's Ass podcast, where I am your host, Brittany Walker. Now, today is July 27th, 2026, and as we stand at the threshold of July closing out and August beginning, we are walking across a very important health bridge. July has been Fibroid Awareness Month and also Black Mental Health Awareness Month, a critical time dedicated to shining a bright light on a condition that impacts up to 80% of menstruators by the age of 50, with a disproportionately heavy burden carried by Black menstruators, which comes into fold with Black mental health awareness as well. Now, as we step directly into August, which is National Wellness Month, I don't want us just to put July behind us and move on. Instead, I want us to take everything we've honored, acknowledged, and learn about uterine fibroids, chronic pelvic pain, and cycle dysfunction, and use August as an intentional space to regroup, reset, and rebuild. Now, too often when we talk about fibroids or severe menstrual pain, the medical system reduces us down to a single organ, a uterus, a scan, a surgical recommendation, or a prescription. But you are not just a collection of cells of an ultrasound image. You are a whole dynamic human being. This is why today we are applying the Biopsychosocial Model of Health to transition from awareness into active daily wellness across four essential pillars: your physical, your mental, your emotional, and your spiritual well-being. Now, to center our minds, let's move into our I am power statement for today, with I representing inspiration, A representing affirmations, and M representing manifestations. And the I am power statement for today is: I am the sole guardian of my body, integrating mind, spirit, and physical alignment to cultivate deep cellular healing and lasting wellness. Now, before we dive into today's quick episode, we're going to go ahead and take a good old sip of our cramp elixir. We're going to cut to our first commercial break, and we will be right back with you. Tired of clunky remote recordings? Level up with Riverside FM Pro. Get studio quality audio and video, effortless editing with powerful AI tools, and seamless live streaming and collaboration. Become a pro of Riverside.fm and unlock the full potential of your content. Sign up today and make your voice heard. Visit the link in the description of this episode to discover more. Now, back to the show. Welcome back from that commercial break. We hope that you enjoyed it. Now let's break down what the biopsychosocial model actually means for your cycle and your pelvic bowl. Now, developed by Dr. George Engel, this model reminds us that clinical outcomes, whether we are talking about fibroid growth, severe dysmenorrhea, which is heavy menstrual cramping, or chronic pelvic guarding, are never driven by isolated biology alone. They are shaped by an intricate interplay of three distinct forces. At the foundational level, we have biological factors that dictate your internal terrain through underlying genetic specific issues, architecture, hormonal expressions such as estrogen dominance, systemic inflammation markers, and baseline nutrient availability. However, these physiological markers interact continuously with psychological factors, including your acute stress response, trauma history, personal beliefs about pain, internal coping mechanisms, and emotional processing capacity. Now, surrounding these individual dynamics are broader socio-environmental influences, ranging from your immediate physical environment and access to social support systems to systemic healthcare disparities, cultural stigmas surrounding menstruation, and chronic daily workspace stressors, or all of which collectively shape your overall health outcomes. Now, when you look at fibroids or cyclical pain through this lens, everything changes. A fibroid isn't just an isolated physical growth. Its impact is amplified or quieted by your cortisol levels, your nervous system regulation, your dietary inputs, and whether or not you feel heard or supported by your healthcare team. National Wellness Month is your invitation to stop treating your health in silos. It is time to regroup and build a lifestyle infrastructure that nourishes every single layer of this model. Now, take a moment and let all of this information set in. We're going to cut to our next commercial break, and we will be right back with you. Periods got you down? Kick cramps to the curb with Pilates for Periods. Our online program combines targeted Pilates, soothing yoga, calming meditation, and breathwork to help you manage your menstrual cycle naturally. Feel stronger, calmer, and more in control. Reclaim your comfort. Visit Pilates for Periods YouTube page linked in the description of this episode and start your journey to a more manageable cycle today. Now, back to the show. Welcome back from that commercial break. We hope that you enjoyed it. Now, operationalizing this integrated model throughout August begins with grounding down into your physical wellness, which serves as your biological anchor. This starts with auditing your internal terrain by prioritizing liver clearance and gut health to facilitate effective estrogen detoxification, as an unmetabolized systemic estrogen directly fuels fibroid growth and excessive uterine lining proliferation. Alongside nutritional support, reevaluating how you move your body is essential. If you are navigating heavy menstrual bleeding or pelvic pressure, trade high-impact explosive cardio for restorative somatic practices such as gentle yoga, well-supported poses, and targeted diaphragmatic breathing to ease the tension and restore optimal microvascular blood flow throughout the pelvic bowl. Next, we establish mental wellness to cultivate clarity and protect your bandwidth. Living with chronic pain or cyclical discomfort often induces deep mental fatigue and nervous system hypervigilance, making intentional boundary setting a vital therapeutic tool. Practice saying an uncompromising no to non-essential commitments during your late luteal phase when your capacity naturally dips. Paired with this boundary work is deepening your health literacy. Thoroughly educating yourself on available care pathways, whether holistic strategies, medical management, or surgical interventions, dismantles fear, lowers anxiety, and restores your ultimate sense of personal agency. Building upon that mental foundation, emotional wellness opens space for social and relational release. The body frequently holds unexpressed grief, chronic stress, and systemic trauma directly with the pelvic basin through unconscious muscle gripping, known as pelvic guarding. Releasing this pattern requires breaking out of isolation and cultivating authentic community. Whether you connect with supportive peer circles, share openly with trusted loved ones, or partner with a somatic therapist, externalizing the emotional toll of navigating chronic cycle symptoms is a crucial step in unloading the weight you carry alone. Finally, we anchor our practice in our spiritual wellness, aligning with purpose and honoring the mind and body connection. In the realm of menstrual health, spiritual alignment means actively reconnecting with your body's intrinsic cyclical nature rather than demanding a flat, linear level of output every day of the month. Cultivate sovereignty each day after you wake up through simple grounding rituals. Take 5 minutes to rest your hands over your lower abdomen. Breathe deeply into your pelvic space and speak life and gratitude into your physical form, shifting your relationship with your body from a place of conflict to one of deep partnership. Now, as we let this set of valuable information sit in, we're going to cut to our final commercial break, and we will be right back with you.
Fly. Do you want? Yeah. Fly. Wanna fly? Do you wanna fly? Wanna fly? Let go of all the things that hold you down.
Now, back to the show. Welcome back from that commercial break. We hope that you enjoyed it. Now, family, as we step into August for National Wellness Month, let's pull all of these threads together. Remember this fundamental truth: knowledge is power, and educating yourself will always be your absolute best resource. Now, healing doesn't mean you have to overhaul your entire existence overnight, nor does it mean forcing your body into a rigid box. True wellness is an ongoing responsive dialogue with your biology, your mind, your emotions, and your environment. So, as you navigate this transition from July into August, give yourself permission to step back and take a real inventory. Look at where you might be running on fumes during your late luteal phase. Notice where you might be holding physical tension in your jaw or in your pelvic floor when stress ramps up at work. Pay attention to how you speak to your body when symptoms flare. You don't need a complicated 20-step routine to start making a profound impact. Pick just one small intentional shift across these 4 pillars to focus on this week. Physically, maybe swap out a processed high glycemic snack for anti-inflammatory fats and clean protein, or commit to a 5 minutes of legs up the wall pose before bed to drain pelvic congestion. Mentally, set one firm boundary at work or in your social life during your late luteal phase to protect your energy and prevent nervous system overload. Emotionally, reach out to a trusted friend, a supported community group, or a practitioner to share what you've been navigating instead of carrying the weight of cycle symptoms in silence. Spiritually, take 5 quiet minutes every day after you wake up to place your hands over your lower abdomen, breathe deeply into your pelvic space, and speak our power community statement aloud to anchor your mindset for the day. I am the sole guardian of my body, integrating mind, spirit, and physical alignment to cultivate deep cellular healing and lasting wellness. By taking these small, deliberate steps, you shift your relationship with your body from a state of constant conflict to one of deep supportive partnership. You stop viewing your cycle as the unpredictable burden and start honoring it as a vital sign. If this episode spoke to your heart, validated your experience, and gave you actionable tools to reclaim your health, please take a moment to hit subscribe. Drop a 5-star rating or review on whichever platform you are tuning in from, and share this episode with a friend, sister, or loved one who needs to be reminded that her healing is multidimensional. Also, subscribe to our Pilates for Periods YouTube channel, join our newsletter, and stay deeply connected to all of the resources, evidence-based tips, and structural health education we drop every single week. This information is located in the description of this episode. Now, if you have any questions or concerns, we are still accepting listeners' mail. Feel free to comment on this episode, or for a more intimate or private experience, feel free to email us at contact@kickcrampsass.org, also listed in the description of this episode. Now, gratitude to all of you for tuning in today. We are proud of you for prioritizing your health literacy and for stepping boldly into your own biological authority. Stay mindful, protect your internal peace, keep learning, and keep moving. We manifest a positive, productive, and peaceful remainder of the day, week ahead, and menstrual journey ahead. And we will be speaking to you on our next episode on next Menstruation Monday. Peace.